We're at YCS London 2018 with Shane, who has just gone with, what is it, Pendulum Magicians?
Yeah.
What was your score?
I went 8-1-2.
Nice. So do you want to take us through the list then?
Yeah, it's pretty much a very standard list. I'll start on the main deck first. So, pretty standard list. Is that in frame now?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, so free harmonizing, obviously it's the best card really, just like bring out your XYZs and Synchros. 2 Black Fang, 2 Poison, 2 Oath, 3 Wisdom Eye,
yep.
and then Dragon Pit.
Yep.
So if you have another Magician in scale, this is like a bit less used. But the deck, everyone's using like double iris and stuff, and that has been a lack of high scales.
Okay.
So Dragon Pit also fills that purpose. It's a level 7, so that helps making Vortex.
Yep.
And you can put it in scale with another Magician. You can pitch something like a Dark Worm, and then bring the Dark Worm back on that, and you can also bait out the back row. So it's quite useful in that sense. Shanky, level 7 target again for harmonizing. So that's the Magician lineup.
Nice.
Very standard. 3 Dark Worms and 2 Gate Zeros.
Yep.
Again,
standard.
Dump off the Dragon Pit, Pen Cool, Dragon Shrine, Foolish. It's a star card. It's being Dark level 4 as well is quite relevant as well, which I'll show in the extra deck.
Okay. Yeah.
And then also scales. So targeting that for like Electromite, pop, and it helps them making getting Vortex.
Nice.
3 Chrono and Time Gazer. Again, standard. Quite a good interaction is with Cerberus and Jackal King.
Yep.
So if you have this in hand and that in scale, so one of the issues now where Electromite is a 1, you need to be able to play around hand traps and you need to be very careful about how you do it.
Yeah.
So you can put Cerberus in scale, destroy it, add Jackal King, Chronograph's effect activate, special, and then special.
Okay.
Put any scale in, and then you're getting 2 counters, so then if they have a hand trap when you go to the Electromite, you can negate it and it protects your Electromite.
Nice.
Which is very crucial. So that's all the Pendulums.
Yep. Game 1, was that, did you ever find that you needed that? Because hand traps are typically being cut down a bit.
Less relevant. Well, I'll be honest, I didn't even expect to make day 2. I mostly came for the Comic-Con, which I've not done too much of, but I can't really complain. There was a few hand traps, but it was less on the higher meta decks, and that is more like on go seconds, so like Infect and sort of stuff, and some Thunder Dragons.
Yeah.
And then the best card in the main deck, Free Chicken.
Yeah.
It's so good. Same works the same context as well with Chronograph.
Yeah.
So if you have this in hand, you can then special it.
Yeah.
And because it's a level 7, you can easily Pendulum summon it. So you can, again, a hand trap, you can bait it, bring it back, and then when you go to the Pendulum summon, you just bring it straight back out again.
Yeah.
And so your opponent's wasted the resources, and you've still got a negation for next turn.
Yeah.
Very rarely it comes up, but it's also a level 7, so you can even make an absolute with Vortex and that. A few times, this card seems to love me. I open it like going first. I open it. Usually going first, I always open at least 1. I've opened 2. 1 game, I even opened 3.
But it was still fun.
Which is ridiculous. That's all the monsters.
Yep.
So very standard, and then 3 Pentool.
Okay.
It works well with protecting scales, getting your other scales as well, getting Dark Room engraved, so you've got a monster.
Yep.
So it's very standard. 3 Desires.
Yep.
It's all mostly used just to bail hand traps, so like Ash. Because usually with the Cerberus is like so important, and where you run 2 Jackal, you can kind of afford to lose 1.
Yeah.
You lose 2, obviously it really hurts. But also where it doesn't add, it just draws. So that also works around Colossus.
Yeah.
So it means it's a good card to keep in on the side deck.
Okay.
And then to trigger your Dark Room as soon as possible.
Yes.
2 Shrine and Finish.
Nice.
So that's the main deck. Again, it's very standard. It's mostly copied in that from Jeremy Mitchell's list.
Yeah.
And that who topped a few regionals in that recently. It's very standard in that, and it works.
Yeah.
And that extra, like on the extra.
Yeah, go for it.
So one Electromite, only got 1 now. So you've got to be very careful on how you use it. Mostly just use it to kind of just to get the zones, just to get as many like interactions as possible. Lampress, just generic Link 2, Metaltron, again just when Link climbing, and then Borrow Sword, really helpful, just going into game, going into the next turn, especially like if you've got like, which I'll show in a second, with like Dark Rebellion. So you can, when you swing with Dark Rebellion in that, and you can do quite a lot of damage, you can that's easy 8k. Over 8k, so that's for easy OTK. So
nice.
That's Link monsters. XYZs, very generic, so Dark Rebellion. This won me so many games against Thunder Dragon because they just do not respect that the card exists. They keep putting Colossus in attack. So I'm like, okay, make this, swing, you take 51, I just gotta get another 2900, which is quite easy to do in that when I'm going second. And where it's so easy to make, it's just two dark level 4s pendulums. Tornado, again, just help moving back row. Dweller, really good, especially with like the Danger FTK running around and just like literally showing off their whole deck for a whole turn, and that's enough. Just to then you go into your turn and then you can just OTK. Time Star, really helpful just to maintain resources, so you've got a hand for next turn you can maintain scales. Honor Arc came up once, but this is for mostly for Sky Striker. So if you use this effect and you target the Kagari or Shizuku, or any of the monsters, it doesn't trigger the way it's affecting Brave. So that allows you to then just remove the Link monsters. It starves them of resources massively, which is really helpful. But the major spice, which I used, still some works. Generic level 4. I couldn't get an English copy in time, but they were done the same job. Once per turn, if your opponent would special summon a level 5 or higher monster, you can negate the summon and destroy it. It's not once per turn, it's generic, and it stops the summons on that with Thunder Dragons. So you summon this against Thunder Dragons, they are forced to out it. If they cannot out it, they can't play it. So they have to waste their resources to get rid of that, and where it's not once per turn, you can get rid of 2 as well. So you can usually like remove them and just go from them. So there, Narisa, rank 6, more negations, and then the absolute Vortex package, again, generic, extra, and then Ignister just to spin back things like Colossus, and Clear Wing just to, they can also, I never summoned it, but it's also quite good against Thunder Dragons because you can just like, despite the fact it destroys, you can just remove huge amounts of their stuff from the grave. And that so it allows you to then remove their board. But yeah, that's the extra. So again, very standard. And then side deck. So for Yash, free Denko for back row, free Sticky Kaiju, level 7, so it helps. You can Pendulum summon it and it's the lowest attack, so it's like good for Thunder Dragons. Reboot for back row decks, and then Impermanence, just for combo decks. So again, fairly generic list. So usually you've got at least like 6 cards you can get away with taking out of there for every matchup. And based on this side deck, every single matchup has at least 6 of these cards are useful against every single matchup. So you can quite easily side into when going second and then going first. You just use the main list.
Cool. Well, congratulations on doing so well.
Thank you.
It's a really awesome looking deck. I mean, you're saying that it follows the sort of standard trend, but I mean, you put in your extra spice, big chicken and everything.
The deck's not combo anymore. It's a stun deck. That's what I say to a lot of people. You just create you get a board, go first, try and bait our hand, where hand traps are less prevalent as well, so like, especially Ogre is like pretty much non-existent to a point now. You can just get Electromite and then play around it. You can play around Ash quite effectively. And then just get like 2 or 3 interruptions, stop them enough on their resources. Next turn, assuming you've got scales or you've got enough in your hand, just break whatever resources they've got because they've had to starve themselves with resources. Just break board and then you can OTK, which is what the deck does really well.
Are there any shout-outs you want to make?
Happy Inventory.
Alright, great. Thanks very much for coming on and congratulations.
Thank you.